Which of the following best describes the biological significance of reproduction in living organisms? A. It allows organisms to obtain nutrients from the environment. B. It allows organisms to maintain body temperature. C. It ensures the continuity of species across generations. D. It allows organisms to move from one place to another. The right answer is C. It ensures the continuity of species across generations. Explanation: reproduction is a fundamental characteristic of life. Its primary significance is that it allows organisms to produce offspring of their own kind, ensuring the continuity of species across generations. Without reproduction, species would quickly disappear from the planet. 2. The juvenile or vegetative phase in an organism's life is defined as A. The period of active reproduction. B. The phase after reproduction. C. The period of growth before reproduction. D. The period of senescence. The right answer is the period of growth before reproduction. Explanation: the juvenile or vegetative phase is the period of an organism's life when it grows and develops but has not yet become capable of reproduction. This phase allows the organism to build strength and resources for later reproductive activity. 3. In annual plants, the reproductive phase lasts for A. The whole life of the plant. B. A very short period within a year. C. Several years across the plant's lifetime. D. Never occurs. The right answer is B. A very short period within a year. Explanation: annual plants complete their life cycle, from germination to reproduction and death, within a single year. The reproductive phase occurs within a short, specific period in that one growing season. 4. The ability of Hydra to reproduce by budding is an example of A. Sexual reproduction. B. Asexual reproduction. C. Parthenogenesis. D. Isogamy. The right answer is B. Asexual reproduction. Explanation: in Hydra, reproduction occurs by budding, where a new individual develops as an outgrowth of the parent. This is a form of asexual reproduction, producing offspring identical to the parent. Binary fission is most common in A. Plants, B. Fungi, C. Bacteria and protozoa, D. Angiosperms. The right answer is C. Bacteria and protozoa. Explanation: binary fission is the simplest method of asexual reproduction. It is common in bacteria and protozoa, where the parent cell divides into two equal daughter cells, each growing into a new individual. 6. Human beings reproduce through A. Asexual reproduction, B. Sexual reproduction, C. Sporulation, D. Budding. The right answer is B. Sexual reproduction. Explanation: humans reproduce sexually, which involves the fusion of male and female gametes, sperm and egg, leading to the formation of a zygote, making the offspring genetically unique. 7. The site of fertilization in humans is A. The uterus, B. The cervix, C. The ampulla of the fallopian tube, D. The vagina. The right answer is C. The ampulla of the fallopian tube. In human reproduction, fertilization occurs when the sperm meets the egg in the ampulla, a part of the fallopian tube. This is where the zygote is formed. The end of the reproductive phase in organisms is marked by A. Increased metabolism, B. Senescence and aging, C. Accelerated growth, D. No changes. The right answer is B. Senescence and aging. Explanation: the reproductive phase of an organism ends with senescence, a phase of aging and gradual loss of physiological functions that eventually leads to the end of life. 9. The units of asexual reproduction in fungi are called A. Seeds, B. Zoospores or conidia, C. Gametes, D. Zygotes. The right answer is B. Zoospores or conidia. Explanation: fungi reproduce asexually through spores such as zoospores and conidia, allowing rapid multiplication and dispersal in suitable environments. 10. The first cell of a new individual after fertilization is called gamete, B. Zygote, C. Spore, D. Endosperm. B. Zygote. The zygote is the first cell of a new individual formed by the fusion of male and female gametes. It undergoes divisions to form the embryo and later develops into a mature organism. The female gamete in plants is called A. Anther, B. Ovule, C. Egg, endosperm. The right answer is C. Egg. Explanation. The egg is the female gamete found within the ovule. Upon fertilization, it develops into a zygote and later into an embryo. 12. The site of fertilization in angiosperms is A. Anther, B. Ovule, C. Stigma, D. Petals. The right answer is B. Ovule. Explanation. In angiosperms, fertilization occurs inside the ovule when the male and female gametes unite to form a zygote. 13. The site of meiosis in angiosperms is A. Anther and ovary, B. Petals and sepals, C. Stem and root, D. Endosperm and embryo. The right answer is A. Anther and ovary. Explanation. Angiosperms, the meiosis occurs in the anthers to produce pollen and in the ovaries to form egg cells. 14. The fusion of male and female nuclei is called A. Plasmogamy, B. Karyogamy, C. Endogamy, D. Allogamy. The right answer is B. Karyogamy. Explanation. Karyogamy is the process where the nuclei of the male and female gametes fuse to form a zygote. Organisms that reproduce both sexually and asexually are called A. Monoecious, B. Amphigonic, C. Hermaphrodites, D. Dioecious. The right answer is B. Amphigonic. Explanation. Amphigonic organisms have the ability to reproduce both sexually and asexually, allowing for better survival and adaptation. 16. The site of double fertilization in plants is A. Anther, B. Ovule, C. Stigma, D. Style. The right answer is B. Ovule. Explanation. In angiosperms, double fertilization occurs within the ovule, leading to the formation of a zygote and endosperm. SAS 17. The first cell of the sporophyte generation is A. Spore, B. Zygote, C. Gamete, D. Endosperm. The right answer is B. Zygote. Explanation. The zygote is the first diploid cell formed after fertilization, marking the beginning of the sporophyte generation. 18. The oldest and simplest mode of reproduction is A. Sexual reproduction, B. Asexual reproduction, C. Parthenogenesis, D. Vegetative reproduction. The right answer is B. Asexual reproduction. Explanation. Asexual reproduction is the oldest mode of reproduction, allowing organisms to multiply quickly and efficiently. 19. In alternation of generations, plants have A. Only the haploid phase, B. Only the diploid phase, C. Both haploid and diploid phases, D. Only spores and no gametes. The right answer is C. Both haploid and diploid phases. Explanation. In alternation of generations, plants alternate between haploid, gametophyte, and diploid, sporophyte generations. 20. Parthenogenesis is best defined as A. The fusion of male and female gametes, B. The development of an organism from an unfertilized egg, C. The release of spores by fungi, D. The process of pollination in plants. The right answer is B. The development of an organism from an unfertilized egg. Explanation. Parthenogenesis is a form of asexual reproduction where an egg develops into an organism without fertilization. 21. The male gametes in angiosperms are produced in the A. Anther, B. Ovary, C. Stigma, D. Endosperm. The right answer is A. Anther. Explanation. The anther is the site where pollen grains containing male gametes are produced in angiosperms. The term syngamy means A. The fusion of male and female gametes, B. The formation of spores, C. The disintegration of pollen grains, D. The growth of roots. The right answer is A. The fusion of male and female gametes. Explanation. Syngamy is the process where the male and female gametes unite, resulting in the formation of a zygote. 23. The process by which an organism becomes capable of reproduction is called A. Puberty, B. Fertilization, C. Parthenocarpy, D. Apomixis. The right answer is puberty. Explanation. Puberty is the biological process when an organism becomes capable of reproduction due to sexual maturity. 24. The site of gamete formation in angiosperms is A. Anther and ovary, B. Anther and sepals, C. Petals and stamens, D. Sepals and carpels. The right answer is A. Anther and ovary. Explanation. In angiosperms, male gametes are formed in the anther, while female gametes are formed in the ovary. 25. The structure that develops from the fertilized egg is called the A. endosperm, B. embryo, C. fruit wall, D. ovule. The right answer is B. embryo. Explanation: the embryo develops from the fertilized egg zygote and is the early stage of the new plant. 26. The fusion of dissimilar gametes is called A. isogamy, B. anisogamy, C. parthenocarpy, D. endogamy. The right answer is B. anisogamy. Explanation: anisogamy is the fusion of dissimilar gametes, a common mode of sexual reproduction. 27. The site of fertilization in angiosperms is the A. anther, B. ovule, C. stigma, D. petals. The right answer is B. ovule. Explanation: in angiosperms, the male and female gametes unite within the ovule, leading to fertilization. 28. Organisms that reproduce only once in their lifetime are called A. iteroparous, B. monoecious, C. semelparous, D. amphigonic. The right answer is, explanation, semelparous organisms reproduce only once in their lifetime, after which they often die. 29. Organisms that reproduce multiple times in their lifetime are called A. iteroparous, B. monoecious, semelparous, D. amphigonic. The right answer is A. iteroparous. Explanation: iteroparous organisms have multiple reproductive cycles throughout their lifetime. 30. The site where the zygote develops into an embryo in plants is the anther, B. ovule, C. endosperm, D. petals. The right answer is B. ovule. Explanation: the zygote develops into an embryo within the ovule, which provides protection and nutrition until the seed is formed.